then they tell you that I was the... What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Coco, and you are live with Coco on the go. If you are new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can get a notification whenever I post another motherfucking video, okay? So as you can tell by the title, this video is a quick life update, girl chat, Q&A, inspirational conversation. I don't know. It's just I'm feeling cute right now. I got my hair done. My curls is kind of falling a little bit, but this is all me, honey. This is all stiff wear, okay? Because I thought a bald-headed hoe had something to say. Okay? Nah, but I really fuck with my bald-headed hoes. Whether you bald-headed on purpose or bald-headed on accident, I fuck with you. Nah, but for real, I just wanted to get back on here because it's been a while since I posted some content, and I know that I said I was going to try to keep it coming for y'all, but it's a lot. It's a lot trying to be a little YouTube person. Like, it's a lot. I got my regular day-to-days. I have my regular 9 to 5. I have a whole life, a whole relationship, a whole family. I don't have no kids, but, you know, I got my own, like, immediate family. I have my brand, as you guys know. So, and it's the middle of COVID, so it's a lot to manage. And kudos to all the YouTube influencers, YouTube stars who really just dedicate their day-to-day to this, because YouTubing is not easy and editing is not fun, and creating content and thinking of content is not easy. So kudos to y'all. Thank y'all for paving the way, child, because it couldn't have been me. And I'm glad this ain't my livelihood, because baby. Okay, so life update, and I think my shit about to die. Great. Life update. So between the last time y'all seen me and now, a lot has happened, child. I know I had told y'all about my brand, Homegirlism, and I will drop the IG profile down below. So check out the description box to see, to find that on Instagram. But hold on, I'm trying to fix this so y'all can see, you know, a little bit more of me. But yeah, so I know I had briefly told y'all about my brand and how it was just like a lifestyle brand. It was kind of just like a encouragement brand on Instagram. But now we have finally dropped our clothing line, and it's called Balenciaga. It's our first full collection. It consists of some booty pants, okay? Some stacked sweats that say femme on the booty. A hoodie, a crop top, a regular like relaxed t-shirt, a bomber jacket, and we're about to incorporate some beanies and some masks. So we haven't done that yet, but we're getting there. So between last time y'all see me and now, we dropped our full collection. Check it out at www.homegirlism.com, okay? And I'm gonna put that in the description box as well. Very reasonable prices, very affordable prices. And like I said, it's Balenciaga. It's a homage to Balenciaga and the Bernie Sanders campaign. So when you see the products, just be mindful of that. If you know what the Balenciaga hoodie shirt I'm talking about, then yeah, you'll see that it's a homage to that. So that took up a lot of time, it took a lot of coordinating. I mean, finding the clothing vendors, testing that out, to finding a manufacturer, because at first we were just gonna go with like the person that used to do our stuff, but he's in San Francisco, and as I said before, it's the middle of COVID, so a lot of small businesses have been impacted by that, so we weren't able to get in contact with him. So trying to find a manufacturer took a lot of work, but we finally found one. He's located in LA. He's perfect. He can do everything that we want. He can do cut and sew. It's just everything. So I'm happy we finally found someone. He also has a studio in his space, so it's just perfect. That was a blessing. So finding all that was, you know, a job on its own. But then creating the website, finding a graphic designer who could produce our images at the rate and at the speed that we needed them to, because it's a two-way street, right? Like, you find the graphic designer, but then you also show them and let them know what you want and the expectation that you have. But a lot of the times they interpret things a certain way, they send it back to you, and you want to be able to make those changes really quickly, because we wanted to have a certain level of marketing, online marketing, before we actually drop the website and drop the clothing line. So it was a lot of some time went into finding the right graphic designer, but we finally found one, and she's a female, so that was just perfect, because homegirlism, like homegirls, women empowerment, it was perfect. And she's great. I love her. She did a great job, and she worked so fast. It was just everything. So everything was aligning perfectly. It's been a headache, but everything's been aligning, and all I can say is that's nothing but God. And I'm just like, all the glory goes to God, because how else would things just be falling in our lap? So working with her, finding the vendor, and creating the website, finding the clothing line vendor, we did all of that in a matter of maybe a few weeks, towards the end of October and into November. And then finally we were just like, fuck it, like, let's jump off the porch. Let's launch our clothing line on Cyber Monday. So the week before Cyber Monday, we went hard with all of our marketing. We had a lot of different marketing ideas that we had come up with. And so we just went hard with that. We created, a discount code for some of our good friends who we kind of consider as ambassadors, homegirlism ambassadors. So yeah, we did that. We went hard. And the very first night, y'all, that we dropped, so we dropped Sunday night, the night before Cyber Monday. We dropped basically Monday morning at 12 a.m. We were going hard, like, website goes live, collection goes live Monday morning, 12 a.m., Sunday night, 12 a.m., however you want to say it, Pacific Standard Time. And sis, when I tell you, our very first customer ordered made an order over $100 at 12:11 a.m. I'm like, the glory be to God, because that was our very first order. And you don't expect your very first order to be over $100. Mind you, like I said, we are offering affordable priced items, but I just didn't think that someone was gonna, be in their bag like that. So that was just great. Since then, we've had some sales. We haven't sold out, but a few of the sizes have sold out for different items. So that's just great. And we're still kind of learning what our consumer wants, because what we might like might not even be the same thing that the consumer likes. So it's really just been like a learning process. But at the end of it, I'm just very proud of us, and I'm just so happy with our progress, and I'm just so happy with what we produced. So a win, period. After we launched our website and our clothing line, we were just trying to crank out hella orders, because our manufacturer told us that he couldn't produce anything for us unless we had a 12 order minimum. So we were able to meet that, but I guess just having that pressure just kind of like kicked the gear in. So that was good. We're still in the process. We're still processing the order. So if you have ordered something and you're watching this video, thank you so much. Thank you so freaking much. Please bear with us. We did specify on the website that these are pre-sale items. So it is going to take, 14 to 28 days for our customers to receive the items. And, we're a small business. It's just me and her. We're doing everything. So, but as we grow, that's going to change, obviously. But we're not, it's too much for us to front the money. So, we're working it out as business owners the best that we can. But I'm just so thankful and so grateful for our customers. So we're getting that together, and I can't wait to take our little pictures with our stuff packaged up and be like how it started, how it's going. Like, that's everything. Other than that really has taken up a lot of my time, a big chunk of my time. It also got really busy. With my 9 to 5, I'm always busy at work, but I'm a high performer. So I'm able to go 100 at work and then dedicate time to my brand. So if you are a coworker and you're watching this, just know that you had no idea that I launched that I had a brand and launched a clothing line, because I go that hard at work that you would think work is life. But it ain't, sis. Okay? I have a side hustle. I have a life on the side. So yeah, it was busy at work. We dropped our clothing line from Balenciaga. And then other than that, I've just been trying to take care of myself, do what I can for my mental health, and take care of the people around me, keep them uplifted. And I don't know, I just find that being someone who dishes out so much, light and encouragement to the people around them, I have to do the same with myself. So I'm learning to slowly, dish out what I can and then come back to myself and recuperate and recharge and restore, and then, get back to dishing out, because you don't want to give too much of yourself that you don't have anything to keep, to give back to yourself. So I'm just now learning that. Finally understanding that you can't just give. At some, at a certain point, you gotta sit down, recharge, re-energize, and then go about your business. So I'm doing that. I'm slowly doing that. I'm getting my hair done. I ain't got my nails done, but I kind of like being a little stubby. I kind of like having my little hands. So yeah, I'm just trying to do what makes me happy, because I know that I spend a lot of time making other people happy. So doing things that make me happy is my way of recharging. What else, y'all? I did want to get into a little bit of a Q&A, because some people had asked me some questions about my career and like how I made certain career decisions, and a little bit of like, relationship advice questions and things like that. I don't really want to go too hard on relationship advice, because I've tried to be that friend with my homegirls, and I've found that a lot of the advice that works for me ain't gonna work for somebody else. And I don't want to end up telling somebody something. I don't want to end up telling a girl like, yeah, your nigga, like, how he be, but ride for your nigga, because I definitely wrote it out with my nigga, like, through the ups and downs, but I knew that there was a greater good. Like, I knew who I was dealing with, right? I knew I wasn't dealing with no fuck boy. If you come to me for advice and you're dealing with a fuck boy and I tell you to write it out, don't listen to me. Don't take my advice. So if you do, and then you write it out and he ends up playing you, I'm going to feel bad. Okay? So please don't listen to me. But I do want to answer some of y'all questions, because y'all did ask me some questions. I put a poll up on my Instagram some time back, y'all. And I'm just now getting a chance to answer those questions. So I do want to do that. Okay, I'm back, y'all. So I found the questions. It was just a few questions that people had asked. The first one is around career goals. Somebody asked me, what are my career goals? If I'm thinking about my 9 to 5, my career goals are to become a program manager. That's just what it is. I've figured that out by just being introspective and seeing what I'm naturally good at versus what I like to do, and kind of combining those two things together. So being at work, I do a lot of project managing and a lot of process revision and a lot of enhancements of different programs that we have. So all in all, to me, that sounds like a program manager. And when I speak to I've taken the time to speak to other program managers. And so when they tell me what they do, it aligns with the things that I'm currently doing, but I just don't have the title. So that's where I would see myself growing into. Plus, program managers make that coin in tech. So we talking about the real kind of coin. So that's where I could see myself 9 to 5 wise. Ultimately, though, y'all, and I say this a lot, and it's by no means to disrespect my employer or my boss or anything like that, because I'm not the type of person. But at the end of the day, I don't want to have a 9 to 5. Getting paid 2 times a month, it just doesn't work. And I don't care how much you get paid. The more you make, the more your bills are. The more, you know what I'm saying? Like, the more you spend, even though it shouldn't be like that. But even if you're saving more, you know what I mean? Like, you're still in the same position. You're just making more money. So when I'm ultimately, when I make more money, then I want to level up. So I want to have a better car, which means if I have a car note, that's more money towards a car note, which I don't plan on having a car note because I'm gonna buy my car with cash. Okay. But I'm still have insurance. When you make more money, you want to move, you want a better place. So that's more rent, or that's a higher mortgage, or whatever the case may be. So it's always going to be something. So the 9 to 5 getting paid 2 times a month is just not going to cut it. And ultimately, you'll never become a millionaire working for somebody else, putting your energy into somebody else's dream. So I have to put that energy into myself. In order to become a millionaire, you have to have multiple streams of income. And ultimately, I want my side hustle to become my main hustle. And I want to be able to generate other streams of income. So with that being said, I want homegirlism to be paying my bills, the bulk of my bills. Okay. I'm interested in graphic design, thinking about going back to school, even if that's just like at a junior college, to get some kind of certification, some kind of like education in graphic design. Because ultimately, I could be the graphic designer for the brands. I could be a freelance graphic designer for other people's brands. And it's just fun. Like, it's just fun to do little shit on Photoshop and Adobe and all those things, all those little platforms like that. So I just think that stuff is fun. And I think that that's a place that, an occupation that ain't never going to go out of business. So my brand, homegirlism, possibly becoming a graphic designer, and possibly leaning more towards definitely becoming a graphic designer, especially if I could go to school for it for free. My boyfriend is a financial professional, and that's one of the wealthiest industries. So there's definitely something there. I can remain at referral base, where I kind of just throw him alley-oops, throw him clients, or connect him with clients, and get like a certain percentage from that, just off the strength of him being my boyfriend. But if I were to get coded, then I would be getting the full percentage of the commission. So there's something there. I know that that's going to take, me studying, getting licensed, and then just putting the necessary energy into that to be able to get the full comp. But there's something there. And then I really have to flesh out the other stuff. I know I want to buy property. I know that I want to buy property that can generate income. I'm thinking of like a duplex or a complex or an apartment building where I could stay there. My family could stay there for free. Me and my boyfriend, me and my honey could stay there for free. And then all the other tenants that are paying is another, way to generate income. So there's something there too. They say you need 7 streams of income to become a millionaire and stay a millionaire and to generate wealth. So I think that's only 4 streams. So I really need to think about it, but that would be my career goals. Great question. Someone else asked, and I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm gonna try to stop going off on tangents. Someone else asked, what's something new that I learned during quarantine, during this COVID period? And honestly, I've just learned so much about myself. And I know I talked about this earlier, but I've learned that I'm such a giver, and I give so much of myself out, and I put people first so much that it can be so draining. I realize that a lot of my energy goes into other people. And so I've learned through this quarantine that it's important to take care of self, whatever that looks like. If that's retail therapy or getting a massage, or getting your hair done, or getting your nails done, just taking care of yourself, reading a book, listening to a podcast, whatever that looks like. I have to do that for myself, or otherwise I'm gonna be miserable, and I make people around me miserable, and I don't want to be miserable. I'm a happy person. I'm a light, okay, like that right there. So hopefully I answered that question. Thank you for asking. Lastly, I have 2 more questions. Somebody asked me, would I rather meet my ancestors, go back in time and meet my ancestors, or go in the future and meet my future descendants? That's a deep ass question. And now you know who you are if you're watching this video. That's a deep ass question. And I think I would want to meet my future descendants. And I only say that because I praise God for my ancestors and I praise God for the people who paved the way for me, right? But I feel like there's so much history on that already that I could probably just go find that literature, go find that history, versus knowing what my future descendants are going to say. Like, I would want to know, like, what ends up becoming of Coco? Like, what is my legacy? Like, what did I leave behind? Like, does anyone even remember me? Like, so I think I would want to meet my future descendants. And then the last question is, how did I get my name Coco? Okay, how did I get the name Coco? Damn, I really don't know where that name came from. I know I went to school at Clark Atlanta University, okay? CAU. And I honestly feel like somebody just started calling me Coco. And I mean, I'm chocolate, I'm brown skin, I'm dark skin. And so it makes sense. A lot of the times, girls who are named Courtney or I think it's usually Courtney. Yeah. Usually girls named Courtney, their nickname is Coco. So when people would hear that my name is Coco, they would assume that my name is Courtney, but it's not. It's something else. And you don't need to know that unless you know me. Okay. It's not Chanel, but it sounds like it. But yeah, somebody just started calling me Coco and it just stuck. And I was like, that's so fucking cute. And it just stuck with me. And I just always fucked with it. And now people call me different, like, variations of Coco. I get Cokie, I get Coke, I get Coca, I get Coke Mula, I get Cocaina. All of those things are cute as fuck. So I'm actually really happy that that person called me Coco and it stuck. Because when it's up, it's stuck, all right? But yeah, I think the name Coco is so fucking cute. And it really does fit me because I'm chocolate. And once you get a bite, you just can't stop. Just like that drug, okay? That cocaine, that dope. But yeah, I did kind of want to end this video off on a high note, on a positive note, with just speaking some life into y'all. I basically just want y'all to know that anything you put your mind to, you can achieve, whether that's positive or negative. So try to speak life into the things that you want to see come to life. Focus on the things that you want to accomplish rather than the things that you don't have. Because all the time that you spend focus on what you could have had, what you should have had, what you don't have, where you should have been, like, that's just a waste of fucking time. And that ain't nothing but the trick of the devil. Okay? And we all know how the devil story ends. It ends in shambles. He loses. He goes back to hell. So it don't even make sense to let him think he went in or psych your mind out to think that whatever condition you're in is permanent, because it's not. It's temporary. It's temporary, sis. And I would just say, put your energy into things that are gonna bring you good energy. So if that means dropping that fuck boy, drop that fuck boy, sis. If he ain't bringing you no good energy, it's time for that nigga to be gone. Okay? Because you can change your environment. Ain't none of this shit that serious. It's really not. Okay? And if you're not a spiritual person, I would suggest that you become spiritual. Because the only thing that saves me, the only thing that keeps me grounded, the only thing that reminds me that whatever condition I'm in is only temporary, is my connection with God, is my spirituality. It's not my religion, it's my spirituality. Okay? So I would say try to get connected with God. And maybe it's not God, maybe it's something else for you, but for me, it's God. But that's really it. I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. I hope that y'all had a good time with me tonight, honey. I know y'all don't know it's nighttime, but it's 11 o'clock my time, Pacific Standard Time. And your girl just been feeling herself. I done took a couple of shots. I'm feeling cute. I got my hair done. And so I just wanted to come on here and share some FaceTime with y'all because it's been a while. So thank you again for watching my video. Thank you again for tuning in. Like I said, hit that subscribe button so you can check out more videos and you can stay in tune. You can tap in, stay on top of it, and hit that notification button if you want to be notified the next time I make a video. But that's it. That's it. That's done. We out.